Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. Tonight we played Cedarock for week 6 of the Burlington Area Disc Golf League series. It was the final series of the spring season, and we finally got back to Cedarock Park. We've been playing Springwood for the first 5 weeks just because the park closes at 6. Up until very recently, it's now open until 9 p.m., so we're able to be in the park much later than we were before. But tonight we started on hole 3. We were playing the Sneaky Pete pads, which is a mix of all the blue, white, red pads, playing 2 short baskets tonight. So here we are on hole 3 from the long pad, and I believe I'm throwing my river here. And we had a little breeze today. It wasn't bad, but a couple of holes, especially the wide open holes, it was definitely noticeable. Let this one go a little early, kind of got into the trees on the left. Here I'm throwing my Pioneer. I just chucked it as hard as I could through those branches to make sure that I got up here. Have this low-hanging putt for par. We're on to hole 4. We're playing from the middle pad, white pads. I'm throwing my Explorer here. There's a good little bit of headwind coming in, so I wanted to throw something more stable. Got it out, a good throw out there, but it did come up a little bit short. Not bad, just a little bit. Had a big putt here. This is a very steep hill on hole 4. Gave it a good run at it. I thought I made it too. But left myself a little short putt back for par. This is a dangerous hole where this pin placement is. It lots of rollaways. Hole number 5. I missed my tee shot here. I threw a fuse that got out. It was a little nose up, so it didn't quite go as far as I wanted it to. But I have a very low overhang here from this tree right in front of me. I'm going to take a sinus and just try to skip it underneath up to the basket. And hit it just like I wanted. Nothing wrong with that shot. I have my putt here to save for par. And by the way, today I did not remember how to throw a disc until about hole 8. It was rough for the first few holes. I just could not. Nothing felt like it was coming out of my hand like I wanted it to. I'm throwing a maul here. Hole 6, straight uphill left, right in the middle of the grass up there at the very top, hard left. And I just threw it straight up in the air. I could not remember how to throw a disc at the start of this round. It was rough. My long putts felt like they were on target, on line, barely missing on those. But take another par. On to hole 7. This one I believe I'm throwing my stag here. And I ripped it, and it was a little headwind, and it just pushed it hard right. Got good distance on it, it was just right. And I'm taking my harp, and that headwind, once that plate got to the left, the wind just threw it hard left. Had a long putt back for par and just hit the top of the basket. Unfortunately, took a bogey there. Hole 8. It wasn't until after this shot, thrown the river, and out of my hand it felt okay. It was just a little nose up, kind of left tree line here, and this is where I finally remembered how to throw my disc. Had a good shot on this one. You can't really see it here very well on the camera there, but I'm throwing my pine, and this is a mid-range, and I'm still a good ways out, and I finally remembered how to throw it, and I absolutely crushed this mid-range. It was a perfect throw. Went actually deep on the basket, and I had this come back for par, and unfortunately I hit it off the top of the cage again. Hole number 9. This one's going hard left, and I'm throwing my stag. I probably should have thrown a mid-range. I probably should have thrown the pine again. The fairway was a little too much. You'll see here. Just going to hold straight too long, and it's going to get in that big bunch of trees there. I actually missed my shot coming out of the trees. I had to throw a lefty forehand, which we'll never see, but there was no other option. I had to just toss a lefty forehand out and get up to where I am. I'm lucky to get here. It's a long run to save the par. I give it a bid. It just kind of hung out to the right, never came back left. And this putt here, these trees are right in my sight. I can't see the basket. All I can see is just a little bit of chains at the bottom. I just had to throw it through hard. I missed my tee shot on 10, threw my river and absolutely crushed it. I'm pin high, just left. And this was for the birdie. And I just get it high, up top, almost dropped it in. That was fun. Missed my tee shot on 10 here. Actually, I didn't miss it. Had a lot of movement on the tee pad, and it was kind of blocked by the camera, so I just didn't put it in there. But through my drive with the pine here, tried to throw an Anheuser. This is a very tough hole. I'm way left. To the right of me in that dark area is actually the fairway of this hole. I tried to throw an Anheuser backhand, and it came out early. Went hard left, which actually wasn't a bad thing. It's just, if you're going left on this hole, you almost got no chance of getting there unless you've got massive power. So I put it out kind of wide left, and it's an easy par from here. I'm just throwing the peak, little backhand, air bounce, just get it up to the basket, take my par putt here. Easy par from over there, but almost impossible birdie for someone that throws as short as I do. Throwing a Tersus here, and I was a little disappointed in kind of the movement on this one. I felt like I threw it great. It just did not turn. And I've been practicing with it, and it's moved right every time, but when I needed it to, it didn't do it. Gave it a run at the basket. Easy par putt back. On to hole 13, missed my tee shot, unfortunately. Put it pin high, it's just far out to the right. I kind of gave it too much leeway for a mid. If I was throwing a fairway, I might have got a better skip towards the basket, but this one just kind of hit and died, so it didn't really go very far once it hit the ground. So had a long bid. This one I was a little frustrated, so I just came up and boom, just tossed it in. Hole 14 from the long pad here. Throwing my Pioneer, and I'm just going to throw it pretty much as hard as I can on a forehand because this is straight uphill. Not my favorite tee pad on this this layout. I actually got it good ways up there. Pin high, just far left. Gave it a bid. Didn't quite come back left like I wanted, but it was an easy par putt. Hole 15, throwing my Maul. I thought I was going to hit those trees, but I got just in front of them and got back to the middle there. Long bid for birdie. Gave it a good run. Easy tap in for par. Back on to hole 16, I'm throwing the Bolt. Out of the hand, felt wonderful. Great flight to it. A little short, but it felt good out of the hand. I'm going to try to give this a run at the basket. It's a little bit low, but it was a great line. That was a peak. Tap in my par here. Hole 17, throwing the Bolt again. This is a long open hole. Gave it a good shot, and I felt like it got okay distance. But out of the hand, it felt good. Sinus here, I'm going to give it a kind of a Spike Heiser shot here. Not a long shot at all to the basket. Just kind of a toss-up, layup, easy par, easy putt for par. Hole 18, missed my tee shot, but I got it. It didn't go very far. I kind of threw this river low, but it was straight down the middle. It was just low, so I didn't get a lot of distance. I'm going to throw my Maul here for the second shot. Ripped it, great shot out of the hand, much further than my drive was. And here I'm taking the Pine once again. This shot felt amazing out of the hand, and I thought for sure I was all over the pin, and you're going to see at the very end here, I'm coming right into the basket and then crack right on that tree, and it rolls away. It puts me right behind this tree, and I cannot see the basket. You can see the basket on the camera, but from where I'm standing behind that disc, it is completely obscured by the tree. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go Annie or do I want to do some kind of weird, uh, kind of a punch super hyzer. I decide to straddle out and just do an Annie flick at the basket, hit the chains, and it falls out left. Took a bogey on that one, unfortunately. Hole 1, throwing the stag. Great shot out of my hand. Just a little bit nose up, and came up a little bit short. Once again, I'm behind the trees again. I have a bunch of shots today. I was behind trees for my birdie putts or par save. Had to take a par here. Hole 2, our last hole. I'm taking the Pioneer. We're on the long pad here. Mando tree, that light pole straight off the pad. You can see you got to go left of that. I'm throwing a Pioneer on a forehand. I'm just going to try to rip it down there, let the stability of the disc bring it back to the middle.
Get out. That's actually really good.
I'd be willing.
Gonna make a bid run here with the my crown. Little Annie putt, kind of a little bit too much anhyzer on it, but left me with an easy putt for par. Finished 4 over. Finished 3rd place today, and finished 3rd place for the season. So we played 6 weeks for the spring season, and I came in 3rd place overall for the season and 3rd place for the day. But it was a fun round. I really enjoyed it, and look forward to starting the summer season soon. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again on the next one.